Tim
Peter
said...
Piper's
Have you finished?
Yeah, go on.
Tim said to Dallas, who would you not want to play against? That's quite a cheeky thing to say in the veto.
And also, if you say, oh, I don't want certain
yeah,
you know
they're going to come up.
Ted is going to...
But Dallas answered and said Jared. And then who gets picked?
Emmett.
Exactly. So it was Cassandra, Jared, Mitch, Tim, and Ramsey and Dallas playing in the veto. It was what was it? Somewhere Under the Rainbow or something. No, Over the Rainbow. Somewhere.
It was the catching one where you slide it up and then you catch it, but there was an obstacle in the middle.
It was nice to see the hippytard dusted off, wasn't it?
I thought it was like the hippytard .2.
It was.
And
there was like a big dragon there. Was that like some reference to us chasing the dragon?
Well, I didn't read that into it personally, but you know.
No, they made the screen all go like woo, like you're on a LSD or something.
I wouldn't know. I do not touch drugs. But
Phil come out.
Why was he dressed like a black star?
I don't know. He was the host. He's like, oh, here I am. I'm dressed as a black star. Why? No one knew. Eek or chic to the black star and the hippytards.
It's all chic to me.
I thought the hippytards were quite good.
You know what? It was a crap task that I've seen 100 times before, but the way they did it with the sets and the costumes, it made it not interesting, but it just made it look better than it normally does.
I quite liked it.
Normally that task is like a little bit of a crapshoot, and there was like a slightly better element to it than usual.
I quite liked it. Raoul said to Cassandra, you look freaking hot. Look at that body. Do you like Cassandra's body and that hippytard?
Look at that bosom. Whose body?
Cassandra's.
I don't like Cassandra's body.
And then...
She's just like... Oh, I can't say it.
What?
It's like one lump.
That's rude.
Not lump, but... You know.
Fucking hell. I apologise to our lumpen listeners.
Sorry.
So they had like sound effects on that veto, like
Mario, Dodo music.
Sound like Nintendo, and then they had like Swan Lake music. Is like, what's going on? And then they kept doing like, oh, Ramsey has dropped his balls. So Dallas was like totally smashing it, and then he dropped his ball, and what happened?
Oh, well, in tennis you call it racket abuse, don't you? He booted his rainbow or whatever the fuck it was, but the thing is, he kicked a part of it off that was integral to the game. So now he couldn't throw the ball up without it dropping out unless he threw it really high. So
please do not mess with the fixtures and fittings.
That is a fundamental rule of Big Brother Britain, amongst others. Now, personally, I think if you smash up the fucking...
You should be penalised.
If you smash up the apparatus, they should say, look, either you got to
You're out. You're out.
Or you do 1,000.
Yeah.
Or there's no supper until you finish.
No, they should have let him win and then gone, nah, you're out because you don't respect Big Brother.
Or better still, give him the electric shock suit.
So, Dallas said, I'm deflated mentally and physically. But then he got back into it and then he dropped it again. And then, do you know who won?
Yeah.
Boring ass Ramsey. And Nikki hugged him. Why does Nikki care about Ramsey winning?
They seem to be talking quite a lot recently.
When?
I've seen them on the feeds.
What were they talking about?
Just this and that. Not really talking about their game, but talking about other people's games. You know what I mean? Not saying, oh, you're going to do this or I'm going to do that. But like, oh, this could happen or that could happen.
Gossiping.
Basically, yes.
So then... Tim was like, obviously he'd got to put someone else up, and he was like, oh, is it time to do something crazy? No, you were just talking flim-flam as usual. Oh, shall I put myself up? No.
No, he should.
He should, but he didn't.
Why not? Scared?
Probably not allowed to. And then Maddie was like, can I sleep in your HOH room with you? And Nikki was like weightlifting, and she was like, that girl is poison. She's a moany, whiny, sour... Nikki Graham is saying someone else is a moany, whiny, sour. But then she at least did stop herself and said, I could be talking about myself here. So at least she...
Look, she has got senior alumnus rights over absolutely everyone in that house, let's face it.
True.
But did Tim offer Maddie to sleep in his HOH room after he put her on the block?
No, just before, by the looks of it.
Well, still, that's not good.
And then Cassandra and Nikki were suddenly in cahoots against Maddie. But before, Nikki hated Cassandra, so it's like, I can't keep track. So then they did Truth or Dare.
Right, now, can you name any truths in that because
No,
all I saw were dares.
So it was tampon. Didn't Ralph say put a tampon up your butt to fill? But
Probably.
then he said, no, I'll just put it up my nose.
No, I'd rather see it up the butt.
You like this?
Mm.
Joel's streak around the house.
Oh, no. What a body.
Oh.
And now...
Physical perfection.
Now, he did have the hand over his...
At one point, he seemed to take it off, though.
Well, it's the old Dexter co-edit, isn't it? You can have a little flash. But what's with this old big BBCAN bugle following around the house covering up his extremities?
Is that an abuse of the Big Brother Canada logo?
I think it could be. Now, maybe in Canada they don't have such a thing as Ofcom. So if you're Canadian and you're pissed off about a TV show, what do you do? Who do you complain to? We have a TV show in this country called Points of View, where you can express anything you want about all the top programmes as long as it's Poldark or Casualty.
And then they go, oh yeah, we've taken this on board. Thanks very much for writing in. And then they carry on as they were before.
Sometimes they get Sophie from accounting to account for what's gone on.
Yeah, we're sorry you feel that way, but fuck you. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so after Joel did that streak, Nikki said, I'm so proud of you.
Proud of you? Oh,
who do you think did the first ever streak in the Big Brother house? Was it someone in BBUS, BBUK,
no,
BB Holland?
Must have been the German one or something.
Yeah. I do feel like the streak is like BBUK.
But do you remember that in BBUK?
If you know, let us know.
Remember that lesbian woman? She was always getting her clothes off. Yeah,
that wasn't a
that
streak.
One or
yeah, but that wasn't a streak. That was like she was painting with her boobs. And all.
Still, that's taking the clothes off.
UK wins.
But are you talking about a full Dexter Co where you run around the garden?
Where you run round? Because I can think of people in US doing that. UK. Do you know what I mean?
But what if your mum's watching?
Well. There's a cat causing trouble. So then, Mitch was crying because it was his birthday.
Why was he crying?
Because it was his birthday and he couldn't be with his boyfriend.
Oh, boo-woo.
We cry on our birthday anyway. It's like tradition to cry on your birthday, isn't it?
We cry when we're together, so God knows what he's crying about.
Do you think we should let that cat in?
No, fuck it. Yeah.
So then Raoul came up to comfort Mitch and he said, we're the queer nuts. I think he said that.
Right.
I think Raoul and Mitch's friendship does seem quite genuine, don't you think?
Well, Mitch did say he wanted rid of Kelsey so he could work with Jared.
Jared and Raoul.
But that also leaves Raoul spare as well, so maybe that's part of his plan.
I think Mitch and Raoul do actually like each other. So then Mitch had a cake. What do you think his birthday wish was?
I wish for the prize money to be doubled to get a good edit and
for Tim to drop dead.
Yeah, that, and I don't want brick vouchers, I want IKEA, thank you. Amen. And
then Tim said to Nikki, your hair is on fire.
Right, now, she thought it was.
It wasn't, though.
Right.
So, Tim put at the person who got the next highest number of koalas.
Or so he said.
So he said, which was Maddie. He said the gummy koalas must speak. But he also said it's boring doing what everyone else wants. But then he said, I've got to tell Maddie she is next in my koala system. It's almost like it's become the new general election. Meanwhile, Ramsey was talking to Maddie and he said, I'll tie a string from my wrist to your wrist and we'll always be together.
Now,
that's romantic.
Well, where's the jury house and how much string have they got?
Sounds like a task, doesn't it, when you're like handcuffed to each other?
It sounds a bit creepy.
And then Maddie said, I hate the brothers. And Ramsey said, Nick doesn't talk to me. I'm not surprised, you're getting off of his fucking girlfriend. And then it was the boinking thing.
Right.
So the veto ceremony.
Oh, yeah.
Dallas said, in the great words of Tupac Shakur, I ain't mad at you, I got nothing but love for you. Which rapper would you quote if you were on the block?
Now, is that rap written about the bloke he shot?
Didn't he get shot?
Yeah, but he must have... Oh, no, maybe not.
Wasn't Tupac Shakur a paedophile, or is that a conspiracy?
Oh, my life.
Is that
Isn't
a conspiracy
that R. Kelly?
theory? No, I think Tupac Shakur.
Oh,
like worse than R. Kelly. That might just be speculation though.
Oh, you can't say that.
No, I heard that, but that doesn't mean that I advocate that that's true, but I did hear that. But I heard a lot of things, you know. I know about R. Kelly pissing on young girls.
You know, great rapper though.
No, Tupac Shakur was like little boys. I'm just saying, I've heard it. It doesn't mean it's true.
Okay.
So then, don't quote me on that. So then, I don't want Tupac Shakur's lawyers on my arse.
You know, who's that guy? Who's that wrestler? Is it Hulk Hogan?
Oh yeah.
You know, he just sued that some website.
No, someone was like, didn't he do a sex tape on someone?
Yeah, he did, and the people that published it, he sued them for $80 million.
And did he get it?
He got it.
Shut up.
They give him 85.
Who would watch a sex tape with Hulk Hogan in? That's absolutely disgusting.
Wrestling fans. Grapple fans.
Peter Brown.
Ready.
So the Ramsey said, I choose not to use the power of veto on Dallas.
Oh,
I actually fell for that.
I can't believe you fell for that.
I can't either.
That's the oldest trick in the book.
It is. So Tim said, I can only do what the koalas tell me to do.
It's getting a bit tired now, isn't
Brown
it?
nose. No, the koala...
What if some Haribo come in? What are you going to do then?
No, koala's the best thing ever. We're a bit, like, tired of it now, but at the time we were like, that is genius. Dallas said, I've got to rally some votes and cut some throats. That's good, isn't it?
It's not bad.
So, we're on to the eviction show now.
Maybe if he got a whole bottle of vodka, poured it into his large belly, offered everyone a shot, he'd still be in there.
Now, Arissa was wearing a white dress tonight. She had some cleavage.
Look, just for once, let's be fair here. Arissa Cox was wearing a normal person's dress, something you could buy in an everyday store,
yeah,
up and down the country. You know, nothing fancy, just a normal dress, no triangles, no bumblebees hanging off the edge of it, no
parasol,
no Vivienne Westwood accoutrements. It was it was what it was.
It was.
And personally, you know, it was all right.
And she had her baps out, which was quite nice.
But not as much as Kelsey.
Then the BB narrator guy said, "We've gone upside down under." Is that a good pun?
Well, no.
Now we said Nikki knows everything there is to know about secret houses.
Well, it's true because you know what? She's seen it all. It's like someone that's lived through the war.
The Boer Wood. What did you say? The Boer War.
The Boer Wood War. No, but
that almost works.
She's seen more secret houses than we've had hot dinners.
That's true.
More or less. She's had showmance upon showmance. 3 seasons she's done. She's now on her 4th one.
That's true.
What has she not seen? Nothing.
She's like an old war veteran.
She's even been down a sewer for her own reality show, Princess Nikki, on E4.
I was talking to someone at work about that, which is really weird. So then, Kelsey and Levita were in the DR together. What do you think? The new Chill Town?
Well, at first it seemed frosty, but
yeah.
I was thinking, like, if you're in that situation, like, if you were in that house of that person, if you liked them or didn't, one of you's got to go in. The only way to really approach it, you've got all that time on your hands, is to say, look, here's all the possible permutations of everything that could happen. Look, if you go in, this could happen. If I go in, this could happen. All you've got to do is sit around and talk about it. So they must just be sitting around plotting. Of
course, because you might as well give the other person... That's a good thing about only one person going back in, that you might as well give the other person all your information, because only one of you is going back in anyway.
You've got nothing to lose, have you?
Exactly. So, you know we always gone on about the toothbrush strategy. I've seen a new development on this tonight. The earwax strategy.
Oh.
Jared was discussing strategy while picking his ear with a cotton bud.
Right, now, I mean, I know doctors advise not to put the cotton bud directly into the ear, but everybody does it.
You're not supposed to put anything smaller than your elbow in your ear, which of course is physical.
Your elbow's not going to clean your ear out.
That's the whole point. You're not supposed to clean your own ear out. That's weird, isn't it?
Right, but...
Either way, if you're talking about like deep strategy, make sure you're not cleaning your ear out at the time, because that's kind of gross.
Okay. Well, you know, that's very deep strategy that you're talking about there. But do you know something? In Canada, they're not called cotton buds.
Oh.
They're called Q-tips.
Ooh.
Because when I went there, the first thing I did was bought some Q-tips because I just like the name.
Wow.
And I put them in my ear. Maybe they're safe over there, I don't know.
Did you go to the chemist and ask for cotton buds and they like laughed at you?
No, I went to the drugstore and I found some Q-tips.
Q-tip sounds like a rapper.